Hi, Marilyn O Malley here, and today I'm going to share with you why stress is killing you and aging you prematurely, and how tapping can help you and what tapping does to help you. So I'm going to be using notes here because I have a lot of information. So first, I want to tell you that tapping, and what I mean by tapping is emotional freedom technique. And tapping is we're tapping on specific meridians here at the eyebrow, on the side of the eye, under the nose, and right here in the dip under your lip, the soft spot on your underneath your collarbone. Some people tap under the arm. I skip that and I go straight to the top of the head and repeat. So what we're doing when we're doing that is we're working a part of the brain that is the reptilian part of the brain, the part of the brain that is on high alert for danger. So when we were cavemen, we would, or women, cavemen and women, and we would be, have our senses on high alert to feel if there were animals or a tiger could attack us and kill us, and we would be their prey. And so the body would, what it would do, what that amygdala does, is it shuts down the other parts of our body that aren't necessary at that time, that will put us into either fighting mode or fleeing mode, that we can either run really fast or we can really have extraordinary energy. You hear people, little kids picking up cars to let their parents out from underneath, or people running and jumping and doing things that we normally couldn't do in our everyday. And so what happens when we get triggered that way, right, is that our digestion cuts down, our sexual energy gets cut down, repressed, and we're in this, where our what do I want to say, we go into cortisol and epinephrine get get triggered in the body, and so it starts flooding the body with this. And this is when you have a lot of cortisone in your body, that's why you'll get that bad belly fat. Why a lot of times when you're under a lot of stress, you start gaining weight, even though you might be eating less. It affects your body in a lot of negative ways. And what's happened is today we are in stress more than ever. And so what is the definition of stress? Stress is anything that triggers your amygdala. And the amygdala is part of the limbic brain, that very primordial part of the brain that I was talking about before. And that is the part that's always triggered with danger, right? And so how do we get stressed today, where it's like we're stressed 24/7, right? So what's stressing us? So we're feeling judged and attacked by others. So we're in our mind, it's turned into danger, danger. What are all the dangers in our life? What are our fears? What's creating anxiety? What's creating the stress? I'm not good enough. I'm not perfect enough. Repressed anger, repressed pleasure, money worries, thinking that you're not safe in any manner or any way, even though feeling unsafe can be unconscious. But if that's running unconscious, then you're always looking for danger, always looking about how you can't trust somebody, how you can't trust yourself, the possibility of things happening, chaos, drama, confusion, people pleasing, always, doing people, you wouldn't think, well, people please, I'm pleasing people. No, but you're not honoring who you are, and you're saying yes to them before you, which is stressing you out because you're doing all for them and not nurturing and filling yourself up so that you have energy to go out into the world. So what happens is, so when we're stressed, we can't be healing. Our body, the healing system shuts down because like if you were to get bit by a tiger, you wouldn't want your body to be inflamed, right? When you got attacked. So you wouldn't, because that would be part of your survival. And so what happens, like I said, reproductive, digestive, and healing systems get, immune systems get shut down for it to put you into that. So you have all that energy to go and fight it or to run like hell, right? And so, so you cannot be healing while you're in stress. So all 24/7 when you're in stress, your body is being overtaxed, is degenerating, is aging, is causing, is contributing to disease. And so in order to heal, you need to relax. So guess what? What does tapping do? When we take something that's stressing you out, like a money issue, like I can't save money because money stresses me out. It makes me feel anxious. That I don't feel safe asking for money. I feel unsupported. I feel abandoned. I feel insecure. All those feelings around energy, stress, 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 stress. So there's no healing. It takes away our creativity. It takes away our life force energy when we're in that stress. And so tapping on, you know, I'm anxious, I'm stressed, I'm overwhelmed, I have a fear about not having enough, about not being enough. When we do that, what happens is it naturally starts to bring in a relaxation into your body, because first of all, you're paying attention to what's happening, and it's sort of like a loving, like you're loving yourself, so it naturally starts to relax, like you're taking care of yourself, so you're not in that danger. But also, it is stopping that amygdala from going into that fight or flight. So it's neutralizing. And as we address these issues, it helps the whole body relax. And so it can start to heal and not be triggered by those feelings, those thoughts, the traumas that happened. So then you can start to relax more and more in your life and not have as much stress, so that you can be healthier and more creative and have that charisma and that life force energy in order to go out into the world and create the life that you want, right? So let me see what else I'm missing here. So tapping helps you to heal. It releases the healing hormones and activates the healing mechanism of the parasympathetic system. And so it actually is putting out oxytocin, which is like the hormone, the happy hormone. If you've had an orgasm, you can you felt that afterwards. You know, it's when you're in love and are just having a good time and a happy time. So bottom line, so we want to stop wearing stress as a badge of honor, because it isn't. It is not how we're supposed to be living. And so stop saying, I'm so busy, I'm overwhelmed, as a way like, look at me, I'm valuable. No, let's start saying, how are you healthy? How are you managing your life in a healthy way that's serving you and everybody around you? So stress keeps you from healing and having a healthy mind, body, and spirit, right? Get that. So the more that you can tap and stop those triggers and stop the stress, then the more your body will be healing and energized and vital and excited to get out there. Remember that you have choices, and which require you to become more mindful of what is important to you and what is harming you, and to start taking actions into reducing those. And so you can choose to practice the relaxation technique using tapping, and to release those old patterns and triggers so that you have less stress in your life. Okay? So anyway, you can read below for all the other information that I left out. I just highlighted on things. And Here's to your relaxation, to your healing, and to you living a turned on life. Marilyn O'Malley at MarylynO'Malley.com.